What's up, world? Welcome to Cage Minds. I'm your host, Micah. Today we're talking about Bellator. It's event number 50. It's still season 5, and this event is featuring the middleweight tournament. It's the quarterfinals of the tournament. That's 4 fights. We're also going to talk about one preliminary bout. It's a special bout. It's featuring 9-2 Rad Martinez. He's a special interest of this bout, seeing as I saw his Outside the Cage live featured on the ESPN show E60. His father was in a horrendous car accident when he was younger. Now Rad, as an adult, has a full-time job of taking care of his father. He's his physical therapist, his nurse, his total whole caretaker, and then at night still has time to practice mixed martial arts and has made his way to Bellator. It's a preliminary bout, but we're going to talk about that. He's taking on the very dangerous Brian Vicious Van Hoven, who's 7-3. Van Hoven has WEC experience. Rad Martinez has a very strong collegiate wrestling base, a Division I former wrestler who worked alongside Frankie Edgar, one of his inspirations for getting started in mixed martial arts. So he has the right base to start off in mixed martial arts. Van Hoven has experience and is won by TKO, submission, decision, has been in the WEC. Vast experience, a good wrestling base of his own, all around solid skills. But I think Martinez is going to have the better striking. From watching video on both of them on YouTube, see Martinez with better striking, crisper, straighter punches. Van Hoven has a way better submission game. As to their wrestling, it's slightly, again, edged out by Martinez, having the Division I experience, and I think that's going to lead to him winning the fight. It's going to be the wrestling. It's going to be the control. It's going to be a strong top game. Van Hoven is dangerous. He may catch him in a submission, but I think that's unlikely. This isn't the kind of fight either where they're going to stand and trade. They'll stand, and Martinez is going to look to trade levels, throw punches just to go down, achieve the takedown, full control. I'm seeing a unanimous decision victory on this special interest fight for Rad Martinez. Getting now to the quarterfinals, the middleweight quarterfinals. First fight we have is Brian Rogers, who's 7-2, nicknamed the Predator, taking on Victor O'Donnell, who's 10-2. Rogers is coming to this fight on a 6-fight win streak. All 6 fights have ended first round knockouts. He's a vicious striker with power. But O'Donnell is also, he's on a 2-fight win streak, O'Donnell. 8 submissions, 1 TKO in his background. I think he's a more comprehensive all-around mixed martial artist. His grappling is at a much higher degree and level. Rogers is a highly touted athlete, a really great prospect in mixed martial arts, but his grappling, his submission game is kind of lacking as he found that he has power in his hands. I'm thinking that one-sidedness of his training and his mindset is what's going to lead to his demise as he's taking on a much more well-rounded opponent in Victor O'Donnell, who's been in the ring with such UFC veterans as Rafael Natal, Constantine Philippou, and Forrest Pettis. There's an experience advantage. There's definitely a grappling advantage, a submission advantage, a wrestling advantage. Rogers has the potential to end any fight early and fast like he normally does. If O'Donnell can weather that quick storm, take this into deep waters, use the grappling, and cause Rogers to be tired, I think we'll see Rogers gas out. O'Donnell should take advantage on the ground. A rear naked choke in the 3rd round is going to be my prediction for Victor O'Donnell. Moving on to our next middleweight quarterfinal, we have Sam Alvey, Smiling Sam Alvey, who's 15-2, taking on Victor Viana, who's 10-1. Viana's a member of the Wanda Fight team, a crazy striker, doing perfect stylistically against Alvey. Alvey's a big 6'2 middleweight, likes to stand and trade leather. He does have wrestling and grappling experience, but he likes to use that in the reverse of takedowns. He likes to stand up. He likes to brawl. He's very calm and relaxed for a young fighter, always willing to brawl, standing there and trade the leather. This should be an exciting fight as Viana himself, a member of the Wanda Fight team, trains with Vanderlei Silva. That's their same kind of style. If you want to trade, if you want to brawl, that's exactly what they're into. He has a tremendous Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So if it does go to the ground, I think Alvey would be at a tremendous disadvantage. Both of these men will want to keep this fight standing until one gets hurt. If it's Viana who gets hurt, he'll try to pull guard and try to use the submission game. Probably not going to work. I think that Alvey is going to be at a disadvantage in the striking game, and if he hurts him, he'll be on top and try to stand back up, continue striking. I just think that their striking games, Alvey uses a boxing style, Viana uses a Muay Thai style. With his kicks, with his knees, with his elbows, I think he's just going to overwhelm Alvey and outpoint him. I see this going to the unanimous decision, and it's going to work out for Viana. Next fight that we have, the next one is Brian the Beast Baker, who's 15-2, taking on Jared the Test Hess, who's 12-2. This is a battle of heart. Brian Baker has battled back from lymphoma into the Bellator tournament. Jared Hess has battled back from a dislocated knee that completely popped out to the side and was just kind of hanging, dangling there, disconnected from his leg. Hess is a wrestler with submissions, as to where Baker comes in utilizing judo to take the fight to the ground, a heavy striking game, and an improving submission game every time we see him. He has totally grown throughout his career in Bellator. We've seen him rise before our eyes. He definitely has a striking advantage in this contest, as to where Hess is definitely going to have a takedown and top control advantage. But every round starts off on the feet, and as we've seen, Baker's improving. Against Joe Riggs and against Joe Horn, they were not able to achieve takedowns on him, so his takedown defense is much improving. I think he'll be able to stuff Hess, outstrike him. He has way more power. I think that'll lead to somewhere of a knockdown and a stoppage towards the third round. I'm giving this one to Brian Baker. Last prediction I'm going to make, we have Alexander Solanco, who's 40-9, taking on Zeke Leesik, who's 10-5. Solanco was Season 4 Bellator middleweight winner. He's a fight finisher, 26 TKOs in those 40 fights, 8 submissions, and 9 decisions. Leesik is another striker. He's a big, solid Croatian, fights in the same shape and aspect as Mirko Krokop. Vicious kicks, but he has a much longer reach. He's another big 6'2 middleweight, as to where Solanco is only 5'10. Solanco is known for spinning back fists, spinning kicks. A well-rounded striker versus another well-rounded striker. This fight's not going to go to the ground. It's going to be exciting. There should be an early knockout, and I'm pretty sure that Solanco is going to have it. Alexander Solanco is just more well-rounded. He's battled against Hector Lombard, the Bellator middleweight champion. Survived, improved, went into the 5th round, down 4 rounds to none. Overcame adversity to steal a round using takedowns, using his striking. Leesik is a young prospect, touted, highly touted, very impressive, but is only going to be in his first fight in America. And also, this is only his 2nd fight within a year after an 18-month layoff. With that kind of time off coming into fight, this kind of a veteran, I think Solanco is going to take this fight with a first-round TKO. So real quick, we'll go back through the winners. I've got Martinez in our special interest bout by unanimous decision. I'm thinking Victor O'Donnell is going to win in our first middleweight quarterfinal via a 3rd round rear naked choke. I think that Vitor Viana will edge out Smiling Sam Alvey with a unanimous decision victory. Then I got Brian Baker finishing Jared Hess with the 3rd round TKO, and Alexander Solanco with the 1st round TKO of Zeke Leesik. Those have been my Bellator 50 predictions. Check back with me after the fight, and if you have the chance, follow me on Twitter during the fight, Cage Minds, Michael Frankel. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.